Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you. I have been following the meditating on the planet Venus and its many aspects made to all of the outer planets, including Chiron, which is an asteroid, Jupiter and Saturn, and the outer planets Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And this is reflecting our own efforts. They're very different for each and every one of you. But this is how we're separating ourselves from the past. A sense of unburdening ourselves, releasing the baggage that we have become acutely aware that shapes and triggers our awareness in many times inappropriate, unwanted ways. And this is done by surrendering to the past, surrendering to the wealth and the richness of emotions and feelings that have been generated by a variety of experiences, not, need I say, all of them good experiences or positive or feel that way to us. But instead, we have, by surrendering, allowed ourselves to claim the feelings that are teaching us many, many lessons. This is impacting our ability to manifest with feelings from the heart so that we're more effective in our manifestations as we no longer can fall back on the comfortable, if ineffective, means and methods of the past. Your overall energy, Scorpio, is the King of Cups. It's one of your cards. It resonates with the ability to hold a variety of emotions, understanding that there are truths in all of them. Holding multiple truths is an indication of maturity, of having processed many experiences that were difficult, challenging, having gone through the exercise of beating yourself up for repeatedly risking everything for love, and coming full circle to a place of understanding that that has been your ultimate liberation, the expression of that vulnerability that you've learned to protect and have learned to prepare for that, because it is a choice you make. Underneath the deck is the Six of Cups. Wow, this is indicating a powerful reconnection, a soul bond, either to an individual, a group of individuals, or to a passion, an activity, an effort that you understand reflects you at a very deep level. So this connection can have preceded your actual life on earth. It can have preceded multiple lifetimes. It can, as some of you may be aware, take many lifetimes to learn a lesson or a series of lessons. And on the other end, we can sometimes learn many lessons in one lifetime. So this is you elevating the quality of your contribution to the collective. And in the present, we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about, I believe, the push and pull of your awareness. Your awareness that, yes, two different, even contradictory seeming experiences can both be true and valid for you. And the consequence of more consciously choosing a direction that perhaps appears to take you away from things that have been familiar, even things that you understand aren't working to your benefit. There's still often an element of trust, or something akin to survivor's syndrome, where you wonder, why am I being successful? Why do I get a chance to go on and prosper or be productive? Why am I allowed to live? when others worthy of me or better, more valuable than I have not been able to come to this juncture. This usually relates to family that we feel we're leaving behind because we're now committing to a particular lifestyle or organization or passion in a way that feels like it's leaving them behind. In the past, the Devil card. This is about the way things were, the way things are, the way things were told and conditioned that things are supposed to be. This is the status quo. This is doing things in a way that protects sometimes your family, your loved one, from having to confront your uniqueness, your difference, or a difference of values or goals. You have been fighting this for a long time in a variety of ways. Sometimes this is about resisting the conditioning you had as a child, the role you were assigned, or the way you were perceived by family, by teachers, by community members that determined or believed they could determine your fate in advance of your living life and finding that for yourself. In the future, the Page of Pentacles is describing your openness to recognize how you've moved away from what has been deemed acceptable by your family, your friends, perhaps your professional colleagues, or uh, uh, understandings, rules of your profession, and you're willing to do whatever's needed. That includes learning new skills in order to express yourself more authentically, to tell your story authentically in a way that acknowledges your past, your ancestry, those that came before you, those that worked and often suffered so that you could have opportunities that you have now. So this feels very much as though you are opening up to new realms of protection and alliance as you pursue your spiritual path, your spiritual goals that can be integrated and hopefully are integrated in any material effort, any action, any desire, always is examined through the crucible of what is best for all. Because you already understand that what's best for all is what's best for you. Or conversely, because now your priorities have been rearranged. You're not valuing what others think, you're valuing what you think, what you believe. And thus you've come to understand what's good for you is what's good for others as well. Broadly speaking, this is going to be clarified by Benicio del Toro's tarot card deck I acquired some years ago, and Halloween and the Advent or the celebration of the harvest, a universal ritual and throughout many cultures, seems the perfect time to not only celebrate harvest, but to acknowledge the thinning of the veil between worlds. And the crow, the blackbird, the raven are all birds that represent the ease of traveling between the world of the living and the world of the dead. That often means other worlds as well. Not all other worlds are of the dead. But there's a fluidity here in your awareness of understanding the consequences of what you're doing in the long term, the repercussions, the way things are resonating or rippling out through time. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if I haven't already said that. So deeply appreciate all the support that you give me. I'm going to clarify first the past with the Devil card with the King of Discs and the Four of Swords. And because this deck is upside down, I will turn these things appropriately. So the King of Discs, the King of Pentacles, is interesting because the status quo actually dictates the terms of security and stability, right? Good job accumulating wealth for primarily family, friends, community, and that aspect of the way things should be is something you've internalized and still contributes to your goals, frames your goals, the ability to be responsible, to be productive. And the Four of Swords is indicating the amount of long consideration, a lot of healing that you've done towards extracting what is of value of the status quo that really reflects your own authentic need and desire. So this is beautiful affirmation that just because you have turned away from conforming to the norms, that you are still understanding that stability, security, and even wealth, abundance, prosperity are values that you have. Supporting a community, a family, contributing to are still part of your essential values that you carry with you to this day. The Two of Swords in the present is clarified by the Emperor and the Moon card. And this is beautiful. Wow. So, wow, a lot of feelings, a lot of bravery, courage in confronting really uncomfortable experiences, uncomfortable feelings and emotions that almost feel to be strangling you in the past. And that your willingness to look at these, to work through these, has been done with assistance that has helped you to manage your own resources, your own variety of skills and character traits. This is about being in control of yourself, owning your experience, understanding that you control your reality. You manifest according to your ability to control yourself rather than your responses to a world that is, frankly, out of control. The Emperor card, I have always felt, relates much more strongly to the sign of Scorpio than the sign of Aries in my mind. This is about experience, realization based on your experience, manifestation based on the accrual of strategies and professional knowledge that understands what is going to benefit the collective. And in the future, the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot card and the Four of Cups. So here, this beautiful self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance that I see you embracing is promoting this idea of willingness, openness to learn new things, to do whatever is necessary to apply focus on your goals. The Four of Cups is, I think, a really beautiful expression of your determination about what matches you and what does not. So you've been practicing this way of choosing what feels good, choosing what supports you, what sees you. And that practice is, I believe, the foundation of magic in your life. This helps you understand what is for you and what tools, skills, or resources needed to achieve that alignment. So it's more than a thing you're looking for. It is alignment with your values. and an alignment that helps you guide others in that direction so that you're all consolidated on what is best for you, what is best for the group, and who is willing to do what work. Because you are moving from a place of leadership, but you also have this sense of responsibility around how to manage the work or the productivity of others, and that is part of the Emperor's gift. I'm going to finish this reading with a seed and sickle, and hope this reading has been insightful to you. And I pulled the Hawthorn. Number 27 reduces to a 9, which is the Hermit card. I haven't gotten the Hermit card today, but there is something in this ability to attend to your own authority, to find answers within, and to do that in a way that gives you the satisfaction regarding who you are and what is in your own best interest. This is information that you joyfully share as a natural teacher, which the hermit isn't often seen as, but the hermit teaches as a way of learning. A lonely hawthorn stands on a hill, a gate to the other world hidden beneath its roots. Its vigil is a silent one, but there is a peace to be found in the knowledge that it guards something so valuable. Taking time to sit quietly or indulge in meditation is not a sign of laziness. Your value still remains even when you're not being productive. So don't be hard on yourself for taking a break. Even if others can't see it, you know your own worth. It's interesting, particularly for those of you that are creatives. The idea of taking a break can often be a way of getting away from your mundane existence so that you can work. And this is a special kind of work that you as a creative do, whether you're actively involved in the arts or whether you're needing to apply your special sauce to whatever it is you're doing or building. This may be a business that you have that isn't artistic, but it allows you to integrate your creativity into every aspect of that so that your signature is unique. It's original to you. If you've enjoyed this content, please check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, Scorpio, namaste.